you could tell from the picture that toothpaste had never been on his shopping list. There's the wolf, and there's the little girl, and there's Herb, and there's his mother reading Little Red Riding Hood. The story got very nasty in the middle, and everybody nearly came to a sticky end. But by the last page, it had all turned out well and went happy like little piglets, said Little Wolf. There's Herb's toes, there's Herb's toes, and there's the little wolf, and the little wolf wants to eat Herb's toes. He wants to eat Herb's toes. And he tried to lick his chops, but he wasn't very good at it, and just ended up dribbling on the carpet. There you can see his dribble, his dribble, his dribble onto the carpet. I wouldn't eat me yet, stammered Herb, desperately trying to think of a plan to distract the wolves from wolfing him. Why not? Said Big Wolf, giving him a sideways glance. Yes, why not? Said Little Wolf, trying to give him a sideways stare. Because little boys are for pudding. You have to start with starters, of course. I didn't know that, said Big Wolf. Really? Herb said, feeling a little bit pleased with his own craftiness. I thought everybody knew that. Oh, I knew that, said the Little Wolf. No, you didn't, said Big Wolf, slightly less fierce than before. Yes, I certainly did, said Little Wolf, puffing himself up. Well, if you're so clever, what's for starters? Triumphed Big Wolf. There's Big Wolf, giving a sideways stare, and there's Little Wolf, and there's Herb, and Herb is scared, but he's being brave, he's being brave, he's being brave. You could tell that Little Wolf hadn't even heard of starters, but not wishing to sound stupid, he shouted, "Jelly is for starters, everybody knows that. Here's the jelly, here's the jelly, here's the jelly. Jelly is for starters." Then Big Wolf and Little Wolf looked at Herb and said, Where is the jelly? Jelly, jelly, where was the jelly? Herb's mind was whirring like a frantic thing. Then he caught sight of his book of fairy tales. He had been looking at it last night, and it was lying open on the page where the dozy princess falls asleep at her own birthday party. There's the dozy princess, fast asleep. She's fast asleep. No one at the table would notice if he borrowed a jelly. They were all snoozing, tired of waiting for the Princess Beautiful to wake up. There's the party food, and there's the jelly. There's the jelly, there's the jelly, and Princess Beautiful is asleep. Okay. Here's the jelly, and here are the sleepy party guests, and it says, Herb was so busy struggling to slide the jelly off the page that he didn't notice the wicked fairy, wide awake and hiding under the table. There's her feet, there's her feet. She had been listening to every word. This was bad luck for Herb, because the wicked fairy hated little boys only slightly less than she hated little girls. making the jelly. But he doesn't know the wicked fairy. The wicked fairy is under the table. Look, who's this? Who's this? These are the wolves. These are the wolves. These are the wolves. The big wolves. And the little wolf. And the wicked fairy. Oh, you dozy doormats, don't you know anything? Snarled the fairy. You wolf half-wits give wickedness a bad name. He's tricked you, you twerps. Little boys are starters. Jelly is pudding. And with that, the wicked fairy jumped back into the book and snapped it shut. She snapped it shut. She jumped back into the book and snapped it shut. First, the wolves went almost purple in the cheeks with embarrassment. Then their eyes went all mean and squinty. They're very embarrassed, very embarrassed. Herb could tell that things had taken a turn for the really quite bad, so he snatched up the fairy tale book, found the page with the fairy godmother and shook it until she tumbled out of the book and onto the floor. There she is, there she is, there she is. She was a bit cross actually, because her dress got crumpled and she nearly